Someone who's a crypto or blood or a drug addict in the street. They don't know anything about the Bible or God. They're cold. Then it's us. In the UPK, we are what? Hot. That's us.
Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot, hot, hot. We hot, 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 hot. We hot, 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 hot. We hot, hot, hot. How many fake groups must get dissed before they really figure out who the Lord is with? I'm about to burn Babylon with these bars of spit. Niggas swearing they won't beef, well let's start some shit. I roll with warriors with swords and sticks, so keep stepping. Without a mind shit, this brotherhood is a weapon. This nation we protecting, head for Armageddon. Told them niggas no sweat, but these other niggas is sweating. If you can't take the heat, nigga get out the kitchen. Ain't nothing these niggas saying you can find in the scriptures. They stealing our breakdowns and trying to convert a gripper, trying to do the Lord's work, but he fell in love with a stripper. We can't afford to be playing around with the Lord. This one God, faith and baptism on one accord. If you ain't a hot nigga, you might as well hit the morgue. My niggas gon' stand firm while you niggas fall on your sword. Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot.
H-O-T-T, what that mean? Gotta spell it out. Home of the priest, got the truth. That's without a doubt. Niggas getting winded, need to breathe, cause they chasing clout. What the priest is banging out so heavy, gonna break it down. We in your town, boots is on the ground all year round. When the summer, spring, and fall, we prophesying to the clouds, so cry loud. I stay your ass at home, cause life is all about war. Don't make me go blast the chrome, and they go to each his own. Nah, to each his own. We taking over the world, bringing the prophets home. And I dare any of you fake niggas to stand in my way. You niggas is gay, you wearing purple panties, you great. Wearing your fringes on socks on the block, talking to cops, trying to make an arrest. Think you on West? We ain't calling you out, that's why no affiliation. We don't fuck with you out, because we and you know this, man. And if it ain't the UPK, then it's bogus, man. Johanna had to remind us what the code is, man. And now we hot niggas, but we still the coldest, man. Because
if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? And if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
We set a blaze to the street when we prophesy to the wind. You be amazed with deceit, false prophets feeding our king. We set a fire to them lies in hope they open their eyes. Most niggas wouldn't see the truth even if it's written on the blinds. They peeking out to see the real priest who changed their lives. Commander General Johanna, the son that's out here to teach. You niggas done drop your swords, now you thieves like preachers. Looking for another way round and ain't got no discipline. Tainted worse than the warriors in Southeast Michigan. We aware that you been listening, visiting online. You ain't my bone or my bone, cause you ain't got no spine. You weak in the mind, your vision is so filled with your pride. And you can keep it cause ain't no cowards gonna hold our line. You out here led by individuals, practicing wicked rituals. And you ain't a hot boy cause you falling what these bitches do.
Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot, 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 hot. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? Hot, 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 hot. And if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot, they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that priest talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. About to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't prophets won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. So I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, young, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just pay with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophets? That baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Bashim Yahushua Bakatham, Yahushua Thumb, Bashim Yahushua. Priest and Officer Mwanga Bar, Tuesday night brotherhood class. Ash BK, under Command Johanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth. That blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the chosen people of God. And our oppressors is the devil the Bible speaks of. In tonight's class, what we're going to talk about is how the Lord's Spirit is more valuable than money. Because time and time again, you will see like certain people, you know, that it seems as if, you know, they got the Lord's Spirit, you know, and then they'll lose it. And once they lose it, they turn it to a complete nutcase, you know, complete nutcase. Like, for example, you got the Purple Faggots. Their leader has commissioned all of his deacons and reverends or whatever the hell they call themselves to turn themselves into action figures, you know, so the kids can play with them, you know, and that's just what happens when you lose the Lord's Spirit. That's just one example, you know. You got plenty of examples. You got Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson seemed as if he had a care for black people, and then now he's just a bumbling fool. It's just really just chasing tail. Now we come to find out Umar Johnson's whole thing was he was just wanted to chase tail, and it's like he's destroyed right now, you know. So like I'm saying, the Lord's Spirit, which is the Lord's vibe, you know, is more valuable than money. All right, so if I could, let's start off in Exodus 15:3.
Okay.
Exodus 15:3, because like I said, like the Lord's Spirit is not given to everybody. You know, the Lord always choose one man that he's dealing with and his family. And then he picks different men throughout that family to do different things, you know, to do different things to help the family. Right. And when you lose the Lord's Spirit, man, that's worse than going bankrupt. Like real talk.
The book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the point right there, too. That's what you got to understand about the Lord. The Lord is a man of war. First off, he's a man. You feel me? For women and stuff out there to say, how you know he's a he? He could be a she. Stop watching Boys in the Hood. That shit is not true. You feel me? That was a line from Boys in the Hood. Never else anywhere on this planet has anybody else said the Lord was a woman.
Right.
You feel me? Oh, except the black people. They say the black woman is God. You feel me? Which I want to know, if the black woman is God, why she having sex with so many people? You feel me? If the black woman, that maybe that's the reason why the men is having so much lustful sex with all these black women, because they thinking that they having sex with a God. But that's not true. The Lord is a man, and he's a man of war. And of course, for people out there that be like, hold on, wait, the Lord ain't a man. He's you know, in the fourth dimension, and he's not an earthly being. And that's true. This is talking about his spirit. You feel me? The spirit that the Lord has is a masculine spirit, and he likes to fight. You feel me? And that's how you know if you got the Lord's spirit. First of all, it's masculine, and you like to fight. You're not a quitter. You feel me? If you somebody that quits all the time, you do not have the Lord's spirit. You have the spirit of Satan, because Satan wants you to quit. Satan put obstacles in your life so you can fail, when the Lord wants you to fight. Like real talk. And that's how you know if somebody don't have the spirit of the Lord. They don't want to fight. If you ever see a motherfucker that's always quitting everything, they can't keep a job, can't keep a relationship, you hear me? Always the problem. They the common denominator in everybody's life, that they was the problem. You hear me? They come to you with all these problems they got, but when you listen to them, they the common denominator. They don't have the spirit of the Lord, because they a quitter. That's why they the problem in everybody's life. Because instead of realizing that you made a mistake, you know, they just try to run from it. You know, what they can say, gaslight. Gaslight.
Right. The Lord is his name.
Right. And that because we didn't know his name. Now we know his name. You feel me? Because of course that translates to Yahweh. And that is the Lord's name. And the Lord's reputation is being a man of war. The Lord wants us to fight. You feel me? Point blank, period. A lot of people is not fighting. A lot of people is quitting. You know, and they mask it off with something. Oh, my career. I need my career. I have to focus on my career. I have to focus on this. Nothing in the world should make you not focus on fighting. You feel me? Your lust and your temptation.
Right.
So if you do, that's because you lost the spirit of the Lord. It's long gone. And it's hard to get back. You know, it's hard to get back. I know a lot of hustlers say, man, if you can't lose it and get it back, you ain't a hustler.
Right.
Well, that's talking about money. You feel me? The Lord's spirit is more valuable than money. All right, so yeah, you could drop that. Let's go to Romans 2:10.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you got something you want to, you know, bring out, go ahead and bring it out. You hear me?
Okay. The book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 10. But glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first, and also to the Gentile.
Right. And the reason why it's saying that, you feel me? Honor and peace to every man that worketh good. See, you hear them words like that, and you assume because of Christianity that that's talking about everybody. But that's not true. It say to the Jew first, because they was there in Jerusalem. They knew that they was Israelites. They was taught about Israelite culture since a youth. That don't mean they was keeping the law. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this situation. But they knew they was Jews. They knew that God loved them. They knew about the Sabbath and all that stuff. But then you had the Gentile also, who Paul went to. That was his mission, to go to the Gentiles, to go to brothers and sisters that was not living like Israel. Because you got to understand, during the time of the Greeks, this was right after the Greek captivity. When we was in slavery in Greece, Greece was not just oppressing us. They was oppressing the whole world. It's just when they came up against us, they realized that this was not a good idea, because we was the Lord's people, and it was a few men named Mattathias and his sons, and they friends that banded together to fight against the Greeks. You feel me? So it didn't go the way that they, thought it was gonna go. But they oppressed the whole world and had everybody, turned everybody into Greeks. The same way America turned everybody to Americans. English is the second language. In most countries, it's the first. In most countries, they teaching their children English before they even teach their natural language.
Right.
Because they know they're going to have to do some type of business with America. They're going to have to probably go to America, might have to leave their country when they turn 18 and move to America. And that's the same thing the Greeks did. The Greeks went around the world and enslaved everybody and forced everybody to be Greeks. So that Paul was going to the Israelites that he knew was not a Greek. He knew you was not a Roman. You hear me? Like, just like we can tell right now, we see a black person, we know you're an Israelite. We don't say, hey, black man. I mean, we do, but I'm just saying, like, we don't like assume like you're not a nigga. Like, we know this person is an African American. This person is a Jamaican. This person is a Mexican. You calling yourself this stuff, but you really an Israelite. You feel me? And that's the same thing Paul was doing. He knew, looking at his brothers, like, y'all is not no damn Greeks. You feel me? So he went to them, and because it might seem like real mystical, but it's just as simple as what we're doing right now.
For there is, come. Verse 11, for there is no respect of persons with God.
Right, because they assumed that because they grew up being Jews and the other brothers in Corinth and Philippians and all that stuff, they grew up speaking Greek and living Greek customs and worshiping Greek gods, that they was better than them. But that's because they don't understand Christ's mission. Christ's mission was going to get all 12 tribes and bring them back together as one family. That was the whole point. We were scattered in all nations. And what the Lord is saying is, what Paul is saying is, for there's no respect of persons with God. You hear me? There's no respect of persons. The Lord ain't looking at a brother that was a crackhead worse than a nigga that know he an Israelite. Because you got some Israelites that's making themselves into action figures. So what the fuck do it matter? You got another Israelite group, they leader getting pegged. I ain't even know what that was until this year. You feel me? You got another fake Israelite group. He said he was the Holy Comforter. The Lord killed that nigga with COVID-19. So what the fuck do it matter if you know you're an Israelite and this brother begging for change don't know? But then you teach him and you find out and he become better than you. You feel me? And that's what it's saying when it's saying for there's no respect of persons with God. It's not. You feel me? It's not. It's no respect of persons with the Lord. The Lord don't give a damn about who knew they was a Jew first or second. You feel me? Who was going to come keep these laws once they find out until the day they die? You feel me?
For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law.
Right. You got brothers and sisters that they don't know the law. They don't know that the damn pastor told them shrimp, crab, and lobster is cool. They mamas them been feeding it to them since they was 2 years old. So they don't know. But they still gonna perish without the law. They still gonna die. You're not gonna be saved because you just didn't know. You're still gonna die.
And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law.
Right. And the many have sinned in the law. Now, this is the Jews and the Gentiles. So now you got the Jews, they know the law and they still sinning. And they're going to be judged. You had men at the time that would go kill you if they found out you committed adultery. If they found out you was eating pork, you was LGBTQ. Whatever that goes against the law, it was men there that would enact punishment. The problem is they were sinners too. You feel me? That's the problem though. They was wicked too. They was adulterous ass niggas too. But they would go kill another nigga if they found out he committed adultery to uplift themselves and make themselves look righteous.
Right. For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
He say, but the who?
the doers of the law shall be justified.
Ah, the Christian church, you got to answer some questions. Because the Christian church, they don't teach that. And this is in the New Testament. It say, for not the hearers of the law are just before God. Hearing, so you in church reading that damn Bible, you in these fake Israelite groups reading the Bible, but if you ain't doing it, then the Bible say you're not gonna be justified.
Right.
So you can read Matthew's and Luke, John. You can read the Old Testament frontwards and backwards. You can know precepts off the top of your heart. If you're not doing the law, you're not going to be justified. It say, but the doers of the law shall be justified. Because that's why it started off saying the Lord is no respecter of persons. Because if you a Jew, you know you're a Jew, your father a Pharisee, you might even go back to the lineage of Mattathias and Judas Maccabees who fought, against the Greeks. But if you ain't keeping the law, then what the hell do it matter? And then you got this guy in Corinth who found out he was a Jew and started keeping the law, and he keeping it more than you. He the one gonna be justified. And he ate pork. He wasn't circumcised on the 8th day. He don't know scriptures front and back like you do.
Right.
He don't know all the laws. You know how the fake group say, do you keep all 636 laws?
Mhm.
Nigga, you don't even keep all 636. That's why you asking me. You asking me, do I keep all 636? Because you don't. And you just want a partner in crime. That's all Christians want. Fake Israelites, all of them. They all want somebody that's partner in their criminal activity against the Lord. And we in ISUBK, we will not partake in any of that shit.
Right.
That's why they be on us all the time. Y'all a hate group, man. Y'all evil. Why y'all won't do this? Why y'all won't do that? Why? Because we're not going to be affiliated with your criminal activity. Like real talk. Because we are the doers of the law. Because we understand that's how you be justified.
Like, sir, if I could,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's also like the pastors in the Christian church and that practice like Catholicism, they call themselves teaching the Bible, so-called, and they like to say that I'm saved or God knows my heart,
Oh,
as
wait.
if because they open the book and teach from it that they automatically have salvation. And it's like, well, yeah, God does know your heart, and He knows your heart is wicked as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't get into that.
No, they don't want to get into that because that book of Jeremiah, it say the heart is deceitful above all things.
Right.
You feel me? So what you bringing out is heavy. But this scripture right here, this scripture cut any Christian that wants to battle about the law.
Right.
Because first of all, it's in the New Testament because they scared of the Old Testament. It's like a scary movie to them. They don't even really want to go into it. But yeah, this right here. You feel me? It's right here. In bold letters, like real talk.
For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves.
Right. Because now you got the Gentiles, you feel me? Who now they learning, they getting taught the truth. You feel me? Which have not the law, but they do by nature the things in the law. You feel me? They are law unto themselves, because that's how you supposed to be. You feel me? You're supposed to be a law unto yourself. You're supposed to just know you shouldn't have to worry about getting killed,
Right.
Like, man, if I sleep with this man's woman, somebody gonna come kill me. You probably just shouldn't do it because the Lord told you not to.
Right.
You feel me? Fear the Lord. Don't fear the husband of the woman. Don't fear that nigga. That nigga's probably a goofy anyway. You feel me? He probably a P. Diddy cuckold ass nigga.
Right.
You feel me? Don't fear him. Fear the Lord. You feel me? Don't not eat pork because it's gonna give you diabetes and cancer. Fear because the Lord said not to. Be a law unto yourself. You feel me? And that was the big problem, is the laws was on paper, but it wasn't inside of us. We didn't really, understand it, We ain't really understand it. We seen it on the paper. Like everybody got the 10 Commandments in their granny house. You see it,
Right.
but you don't really understand it. You're like, well, say no other God before me, but I don't see you. I can see Buddha. I can see white Jesus. I can see the Christmas tree with the gifts under it with my name on it.
Right.
But I can't see you. But then when you understand that not putting God first is the reason for all the problems in your life, then it'll make you want to, have no other gods before him. And that's why I say, like, when it comes down to the law, you got to be a law unto yourself. You hear me? You can't be worrying about if you're going to die or not, because otherwise you would never keep the law. You would never keep the law if you only doing it because you think, man, if I do this, I might die tomorrow. No, you got to do it because the Lord said so. You feel me? And that's why he said he's no respecter of persons, because you had men that was Gentiles at one point. They keeping the law. They was a law unto themselves. Then you had the wicked Pharisees and them, and they was wicked as hell, have committed adultery. Christ said, whoever never sinned, throw the first stone. None of them could do it. They all leaders of Israel. He said, whoever throw the first stone, you can throw it and kill her because she's an adulterous bitch. Nobody threw the stone. Why nobody threw the stone? Because they always commit adultery. But they want to kill her. Man, stop it.
So if I could, in verse 14, is that like saying that these Gentiles right here would have had the law written in their foreheads?
Right. Well, it not law in their forehead. That's what I know what you're talking about, the prophecy. That's how it's gonna be with all of us after a while. You hear me? Because it's just gonna be nothing else but the truth out there. But what it's saying is now these Gentiles, they was keeping the law without having the law.
God.
Like they wasn't getting forced to by, like in Jerusalem. They living in a place where they don't have to. Just like we is. We living in a place where we don't have to keep the law. Nobody's gonna kill us for eating pork or committing adultery. Nobody's gonna do it. But we fear God because we know the Lord is a man of war. You hear me? We understand the Lord is a man of war, and he can kill us in multiple different ways. He can destroy our whole entire life, our peace of mind that we gained coming into the truth. That can be gone. You hear me? So we done made a law. We are a law unto ourselves. Well, we policing ourselves. We don't need nobody coming knocking on the door. Hey, you eating pork? Hey, you got a white bitch in there? We just know not to do it.
Right. Verse 15, which shew the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness.
Right. And their conscience bearing witness. And that's what you got to do. You got to have a conscience. You feel me? You got to have a conscience when it comes down to keeping the law. If you don't have no conscience, that's just like even like picking a woman. If you pick a woman that ain't got no conscience, nigga, I see you at child support court.
Right.
Call me when you need some bail money. Like real talk. The dealing with people, period. Anybody you dealing with people don't got a conscience, nigga, you getting snitched on. See what happened with Young Thug? Young Thug did all that talk about Gunna snitching. Now all of a sudden, all these fucking videos coming out of him snitching. Like you gotta have some goddamn nerve to go on a rant and try to get this nigga blackballed for snitching, which we never seen him do.
Right.
We just know he copped a plea. But he never said he snitched on nobody. And then now you out here snitching on everybody, talking shit about Gucci Mane. Talking about when he got out of jail, he turned into a bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yeah, people without a conscience, you got to stay far away from them. You feel me? And that's what happens when the law is inside of you, though. When the law is written on your heart. You feel me? That means it's just inside of you. Every day, every time you wake up, you thinking about how not to break the law.
Right.
You ain't thinking about keeping the law, all 636, like the damn fake Israelites say. And they whacked out of their mind. So how did y'all sit and count all of them? I just want to know, how do you keep the law of being unclean on your menstrual if you a man?
Right.
I don't get it. Like it just don't make sense. How do you keep the law of being unclean after you have a baby? When you a man, you can't have kids.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's just them just trying to get you to, join in on their criminality against the Lord. Like real talk. But you gotta have a conscience, and that conscience is gonna stop you from wanting to definitely break the law.
And their thoughts, the meanwhile accusing or slugging. And their thoughts, the meanwhile accusing or else excusing one another.
Right. Now your thoughts, like, because you either accusing, you either saying, like, hey man, we shouldn't be doing that. Hey, that's unlawful, man. We can't be doing that. Or excusing them, you like, oh, he eating a bacon and cheese sandwich. I know that's turkey on there. Because he keep the law. He know we can't be no pork. So if he getting a bacon and cheese sandwich, he most definitely got turkey or beef bacon on that sandwich.
Okay.
Like, so, but look, that's how it's supposed to be. And that's how we is now.
Right.
You feel me? That's how we is right now. If we go get some food, you ain't got to really question the brother. You feel me? You see a brother ordering some food, you know he ordering something that's lawful.
Right.
You feel me? Like real talk. Yeah, so we could drop that. And let's go to Matthew 14:6.
Okay. The book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased them. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
Right. So Herod he's the king of Israel right now. He's a white man. He was not an Israelite. Some historians say his mother was an Israelite, but his father for sure was a Roman. You feel me? And so he's a white man. You feel me? And he was having sex with his brother's wife. He was having sex with his brother's wife, which is unlawful in Israel.
Right.
It's supposed to be, especially if you're supposed to be the king of Israel, but you a Roman. So that's what he was doing. And his daughter, well, not his daughter, but his brother's wife's daughter was dancing in front of him.
And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in the charger.
Right. Hold on, wait. So whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. Right. So the mother told the daughter, because he took this oath, he gotta do it, whatever you ask. So the mother told the daughter to tell the king to kill John the Baptist. Why? Because John the Baptist told the king that is unlawful. You having sex with your brother's wife is unlawful. You feel me? And you should be put to death for that. You feel me? Like real talk.
And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
Right. And John the Baptist, the reason why John the Baptist is going to be the least in the kingdom of heaven is because he lost the spirit of the Lord. How did he lose the spirit of the Lord? He sent men to question Christ. He was still baptizing. After he baptized Christ, he was still baptizing people. You feel me? And then he ended up in jail. And now he's still trying to keep his righteousness, though. But how you know he lost the spirit of the Lord is because where was all that energy at when you were supposed to follow Christ? You feel me? Where was all that at? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people is quick to tell you what to do, but won't follow the instructions on their own. And that's not the spirit of the Lord. That's not a man of war. John the Baptist lost the Lord's spirit. Because at one point, John the Baptist, they said what Christ said is what you think he a reed shaking in the wind? You know, John the Baptist was in the fucking woods eating locusts, wearing camel skin. That don't sound like no bitch ass nigga to me. Like real talk, because he wasn't. He wasn't no punk, but he lost the spirit of the Lord. You feel me? Because he didn't want to give up his power. You feel me? And that's why I say, like, you quick to tell other people what they shouldn't do, but you ain't doing it yourself. That's not the spirit of the Lord. Because what we just read, how you supposed to be a law unto yourself. You feel me? It shouldn't take somebody to have to throw you in jail for you to understand that you messed up.
Right.
It shouldn't take the king to say, bring me his head, for you to realize, like, damn, I messed up. What the hell I do wrong? Like, real talk. Go ahead, we're going all the way to verse 10.
Don't come. Verse 9. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her.
Right. Now, yeah, he was sorry because he knew that the people loved John the Baptist.
Right.
I mean, he knew the people loved him, and he didn't want to kill him, and then now the people like hate him and turn on him and stuff like that. But he took an oath. He took an oath, so he ended up doing it.
And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
Right. Now, not only was he in prison, but then he got killed in prison. You feel me? He got killed in prison. And all I'm going to say about John the Baptist is that same zeal that he had to tell the king that he shouldn't be committing adultery, he should have had that same zeal to send his men to go follow Christ while he was in prison. He sent his men to go question Christ. Are you he that sent thee and all that damn shit? When you baptized them, you seen the fucking heavens open up.
Right.
You feel me? Your mama and his mama is fucking sisters. You and him is cousins by blood. Like,
right.
How the hell you gonna send some people to go question him when you know who he is, man? Like, real talk. But that's how it get when you lose the Lord's spirit. You lose the Lord's spirit, you want to be the king. You want to be the leader. You feel me? You don't want to be just a soldier no more. You feel me? You want to be the ruler of everybody and stuff like that. And that just ain't everybody's place. That ain't everybody's place. Many people have fallen trying to be a ruler when you was better off in the position you was in. Like, real talk, that wasn't the position for you. And it's a heavy burden anyway. Like, real talk. So it's really something you got to get built up to. Otherwise, you end up going out like John the Baptist, like most of these leaders do. All these fake Israelite group leaders is going out sad. They all going out sad. You feel me? Because they should have just stayed under the ISUBK, under Commander Hunter. But no, they want to do their own thing. And when they did their own thing, they didn't know that they lost the spirit of the Lord.
Right.
But they still trying to condemn people like John the Baptist. That's the thing. Still trying to condemn people. Hey, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. But you left the truth. You hear me? John the Baptist, he left the truth and telling people what they should and shouldn't do. Man, get the hell out of here. That don't even add up. Like, real talk. I said you could drop that. Go to Matthew 27 and 3.
Come. The book of Matthew, chapter 27 and verse 3. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself.
Right. So he repented himself. You feel me? He wanted to be, he regretted it. Soon as Christ got condemned, he regretted what he did. As soon as they took him. Why? Because it's a demon. It was a demon. Most of the stuff you do is a demon in your head, convince you to do it. That's why after you do it, you want to repent. Soon as you do something stupid, the first thing you want to say, you want to start apologizing. You hear me? You want to get on the phone and talk to somebody for hours. Like, nah, nigga, you just shouldn't have never done it.
Right.
You gotta talk my ears off. You ain't got to talk my ears off. You just probably shouldn't have never done it. But you got a demon on you. And that demon convinced you that it was the right thing to do. And as soon as he seen Christ get took, he repented. Which means like he regretted it.
Right. And brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders.
Right. So now they done paid him for the hit. You hear me? He didn't backdoor Christ.
Right.
He didn't backdoor him. So now he's trying to take the money back. Like, now here go the money. Man, that ain't gonna do shit. They already got him. They paid you to tell him where he at. They wanted to know who he was and where he was at. So you giving the money back ain't gonna change what they about to do.
Saying, I have sinned in that I have betrayed the innocent blood.
Right. He betrayed innocent blood. Christ was innocent. Christ never did nothing wrong. He never sinned. He never stole. He never done anything to anybody wrong. All he did was give blessings. You get a blessing. You get a blessing. Like Oprah. You feel me? You know, she used to give out them cars on her show. You get a car. You get a car. Rich ass bitch. But no, that's another topic. But yeah, though, he said, I betrayed innocent blood. He repented. He regretted that.
And they said, What is that to us? See thou to that.
Right. What is that to us? What they got to do with us? We paid you for the hit. So what do you want us to take the money back and just let him go and pretend that this is not him that's been doing all these miracles and who the people following and we about to lose our seat? Nah. Hey, you go do whatever you got to do with that. It's like we're going all over verse 8.
Okay. And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself.
He killed himself. He threw the money on the ground. That's what he did. That's what Judas did. You know what I noticed about the Christian church? Why they don't read a lot about Judas though?
All right.
I mean, I see all the forgiveness and God love everybody, but they don't never talk about this wicked ass nigga that much. I'm just keeping it real. I wonder why. Maybe because that's Judas's religion. I think Christianity is the religion of Judas.
Oh.
You know how they got the Baptists after John the Baptist with the baptizing people?
Right.
I think the Christian church as a mass whole is the religion of Judas.
Right.
They wear crosses. They love talking about when he died and rose again. You feel me? They love talking about the law is done away with and you better repent. And they always talking about repent. Soon as they break the law, the first thing they do is say, you better repent, brother. You got to come to church and repent. And that's what Judas did. Judas set up Christ to be killed and then repented right after. And that's what the church do. They break the law and then repent. Break the law and then repent. Over and over again. Like real talk. But yeah, he hung himself. You feel me? Because that's what happens when you lose the spirit of the Lord. You lose the spirit of the Lord, you want to kill yourself. Right. Now, everybody might not do it. But for the most part, when you lose the spirit of the Lord, you borderline suicidal. They should put you on a suicide watch. If you ever lead the truth, your family should put you on a suicide watch, but they not, because they happy you left that coat. So they don't give a damn. But that's what your family should do if you lead the truth. They should put you on suicide watch. You hear me? Like real talk. The FBI should put you as the profile of a person that's about to commit suicide. Because that's what happens when you lose the spirit of the Lord. You want to die.
And the chief priest took the silver pieces and said, it is not lawful for to put them into the treasury, because it is the price of blood.
Right, it's blood money. That's what they said. That's what the chief priests, the Sadducees and Pharisees, is they took the money back though. They picked it up off the ground. Man, look, this is a wicked ass shit. This is wicked as hell. They took the money off the ground. You feel me? Because they ain't want nobody else to get it. They ain't want to let no poor people get it. Ain't that just like rich people? Rich people would rather throw the money away than let some poor people get it. Like real talk. But
It's
that's
like
what
if
they.
I could, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's I think the banks do that. Like the old, like wrinkled up, dirty money that they throw it away
Hmm.
when they could be really giving it to the homeless. But I guess they it's like if we can't have it or if we don't want it, you sure can't have it.
No, that's a fact. Because if somebody die and they got money in their bank account and don't nobody come claim it or can prove it's theirs, it go back into the bank. They get to keep
Right.
it. I don't give a fuck if it's $10 million. It belongs to the bank now.
Crazy.
They be praying don't nobody come back and get it, but they don't want to get sued. So if you do, they'll give it to you, but they be praying nobody show up. Like,
Right.
real talk. But yeah, so that's what they did though. They took the money and they said, man, look, it's not lawful for us to take money it's blood money. You know, this is dirty money right here. So we not gonna take it.
And they took counsel and bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in.
Right. That's what they bury strangers, you know, because in Jerusalem, you had to be a blood-born Israelite to get buried in Jerusalem. But if you wasn't, they would take you outside of Jerusalem, outside of the Holy Land, and they would bury you, and that's where they buried the money at. That's what they did. They didn't even want the money back. Feel me? That's how wicked Judas was. And they knew how wicked and how much of a traitor he was. They didn't even want the money. They took it off the ground so a poor person wouldn't get it because they wicked and greedy. They like, look, we finna just go ahead and bury this outside Jerusalem.
Wherefore that field was called the field of blood unto this day.
Right. Until this day, the field of blood. And you wonder why that motherfucking land is polluted. That motherfucking land, the grass, then I don't even want to grow. There ain't nothing but sand and dirt out there. That's why. You feel me? This is spiritual.
Right.
You feel me? Judas lost the spirit of the Lord. And once he had the spirit of the Lord, he was one of the 12 disciples. He lost the spirit of the Lord and he killed himself. Hung himself, died. Like real talk. And the money that they paid him with, they threw it out there where they buried the heathens at. Like real talk. But that's what happens when you lose the spirit of the Lord. Lose the spirit of the Lord, you become then halfway suicidal. Like real talk. If you ever see a person lead the truth, you be like, God damn, you worse than you was when I found you. Like real talk. You worse than you was when I met you. Like, damn. Yeah, they suicidal. And they trying to hide everything they doing. They trying to hide the pain. Like real talk. I say, yeah, you could drop that. You can go to Mark 8 and 34.
Come. It's the book of Mark, chapter 8, and verse 34. And when he had called the people unto
Oh
him
wait,
with his
Slaki, I had
okay.
missed one. I knew I missed one. Go to 1 Samuel 31 and 1. Slaki.
Okay.
I knew I missed that one. So,
First Samuel, what, sir?
31 and 1.
First Samuel, chapter 31 and verse 1. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell down slain in Mount Gilboa.
Right. Yeah, we've been, like I said, we've been at war with the Philistines from the time we got into the land. Because they was occupying, I think the Philistines is one of the sons of Canaan. I think they lineage go back to Canaan, one of the sons of Ham. I know they Africans. I just forget like if it's Canaan, but I'm pretty sure it's Canaan. That's why we kept fighting against them because they was in our land when we was trying to get it back. You feel me? When we first came out of Egypt, so we've been fighting them from the jump, and that's where you get Palestine from. Palestine, it comes from Philistine.
Okay. And the Philistines followed hard upon Saul and upon his sons. And the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, Saul's sons.
Right, yeah. So the Philistines getting the best of them. That's why I say they followed hard upon them, because they basically getting the best of them, because the Lord wasn't with them. You hear me? The Lord wasn't with Saul. When he told Saul to go kill all them Amalekites, and he kept the king alive and all the good sheep and the crops, and the Lord wasn't with that. You hear me? The Lord knew that I cannot have you king of Israel if you're trying to please Israel and not me. I told you to do something and you chose to please Israel over me, because you knew you went against what I told you to do to please Israel. You're not going to be a good king. You don't have the spirit of the Lord that once was on you when I chose you to be king. And Saul, he been fighting to get that spirit of the Lord back ever since. He wanted to kill King David. You feel me? Went to go see a witch that had a familiar spirit. You feel me? He went and did all kind of stuff. That's why I say, like, these fortune tellers and these palm readers, they gonna all be put to death.
Right.
If they still doing that shit when Christ return, they all gonna be put to death. You hear me? All that stuff is wicked as hell, man. Because you ain't putting your trust in the Lord. You putting your trust in magic. And that's what Saul started doing. He started putting his trust in magic. You was once this mighty king of Israel. Had all these wives and sons and daughters. The whole nation rallied behind you. And now you going to a goddamn witch for help. That's what happened when you lose the spirit of the Lord. You're going to be going to a goddamn palm reader asking for your future. Asking about when you're going to get married and when you're going to become rich and a millionaire. It's never going to happen. It's not going to ever happen. I'm going to tell you. Let me read your palm. Give me the money. Give me the goddamn money. And I'll tell you straight out the Bible, you're never going to be rich. You ain't going to be nothing but a piece of shit because you ain't following the Lord. You ain't doing what the Lord said to do. Why the hell would he bless you with that?
Right.
Shut your dumb ass up and go to work. Answer the damn alarm in the morning and shut the hell up. Like real talk. But now you go ahead, going on over to verse 5.
No, verse 3. And the battle went sore against Paul, and the archers hit him, and he was sore wounded of the archers.
Right, so they winning. The Philistines is winning against the children of Israel. How the hell is this happening unless the spirit of the Lord ain't with you? What the hell is going on? That's how we went into slavery. We went into slavery. The tribe of Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Ephraim, we lost against the white man. How did that happen? The Lord wasn't with us. You know why? Because we knew we was Israelites, but we wasn't keeping the law. We wasn't a law unto ourselves. When we got over here, we told the Lord, damn, I wish I could pull that scripture, but it's just too much. We ain't got time for it. I'm going to just paraphrase it. We told the Lord in the Apocrypha that we're going to go and find a land where no man dwelt, and we're going to now keep the law. Guess what we did when we got over here, Naquadam? Did not keep the law.
Okay.
Made kings of ourselves, and we started worshiping all type of other stuff, but we knew we was Israel. That's why when they came over here, we had the fringes. You know, we had the shield of David. We had the Hebrew writings all over the America and South America and Puerto Rico. They still finding Hebrew like artifacts because we knew we was Israel. But when we got over here and we got cocky and we like shit. We gonna probably do whatever the hell we want. I don't think God can see us over here. You feel me? Like real talk. But that's why we went into slavery. You hear me? It ain't because the white man's so powerful, just like the Philistines wasn't powerful. Them goddamn Africans eating out of damn mud huts, bathing in cow piss. How the hell some people bathing in cow piss and bathing and washing themselves up with damn manure, cow shit? How is they beating us at war? Other than the simple fact the Lord wasn't with us. You hear me? It's no other reason but the Lord wasn't with us.
It's like, sir,
You go ahead.
the archers, that's like using bow and arrows, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Verse 4. Then said Saul unto his armor bearer, draw thy sword. and thrust me through therewith.
Right. He telling his soldier, armor bearer. Well, not armor bearer. I think the armor bearer is the one that hold the armor and stuff like that. Probably look it up. That ain't really a big deal. But he told him to kill him though. That's the point. Because he's losing, and he don't want the Philistines to kill him. You hear me?
Okay.
He don't want the Philistines to kill him, so he want one of his men to do it.
Draw thy sword and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me.
Right, and abuse me. Right, because these Africans, they was abusers. I don't know if you know it or not. These Africans, they are abusers. They are some wicked, nasty, disgusting people. And he said, look, I would rather just you kill me, and I'll be a corpse by the time they arrive. And that's what happened to the king of Israel. This is the king of Israel. Not anymore, because I think around this time David been anointed, but he still feels like he's the king. He still presenting himself like he's the king of Israel. And now he's telling his armor bearer to kill him. Kill him before the Africans do.
Right.
He knew he lost the spirit of the Lord. I know right then and there he knew that he fucked up. What was that? That was what was that, man? I forgot what that was on. At this point, he knew he messed up. I forgot what that was on. That's funny as hell. I did not even try to say that. That's funny.
But his armor bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. Therefore Saul took a sword and fell upon it.
Right. That's what happened when you lose the spirit of the Lord. You commit suicide. King of Israel committing suicide. It's crazy. But he lost the spirit of the Lord. It's more valuable than money. All that money and stuff from the Amalekites couldn't save him right now, could it? All this is because he didn't want to kill everything moving, which is what the Lord told him to do. He wanted to keep the fats, the calves, the cows, the sheep, and he kept a king alive for sport. And none of that stuff is saving him now. And that's what happened when you disobey the Lord. He'll put you in a position where all the stuff you disobeyed him for is not saving you now. It seemed like it was worth it at first. When you made that decision to disobey the Lord for this, for that, for this job, for this woman, or whatever, then when the Lord take all that stuff away, you're like, dang, none of this stuff saving me now. I was better off just obeying the Lord. And then the king of Israel committed suicide.
And when his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise upon his sword and died with him.
Right. So he didn't have the courage, to kill King Saul, but he did to kill himself. He did to kill himself, and they killed all his sons too. Like real talk. That's what happened when you lose the spirit of the Lord. That shit ain't no joke. So yeah, we could drop that. Now we could go to Mark 8 and 34.
Okay. It's the book of Mark, chapter 8 and verse 34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
Right. And that's what you got to do. You want to have the true spirit of the Most High in Christ, you got to deny yourself. How do you deny yourself? The things that your mind is telling you to do that you know goes against the Bible, don't do it. Just don't do it. Take up his cross. That's talking about your life, your burden. Because that was Christ's burden. Christ's burden was getting on that cross. He didn't want to do it.
Oh.
He didn't want to do it. That's another thing the Christians don't talk about, how he said to the Lord, let this cup pass. But if not, let thy will be done. He was talking about getting on the cross. Because that was the last thing. He like, man, look, I don't know about this one. Like, man, this is a little rough, man. They suffocating up there. You hear me? They hanging on them nails, suffocating. You hear me? And that was his burden. And that's what Christ is saying. Give up your burden and come follow me. You feel me? What's stopping you from following me? You feel me? Get rid of that shit. It's your woman, well, get rid of the bitch. It's them kids, well, get rid of them. It's your job, well, get rid of it. I had to go up on a cross. You can't give up your job. You can't give up that woman. She gonna leave you if you come follow me. The kids ain't gonna love you no more. I had to get up on a cross and die, nigga. Like, goddamn.
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Right, and that's a fact. Whoever try to save your life, you're gonna lose it. Whatever you trying to save, you feel me? Because of course, this not talking about walking into a fiery pit. This is saying, like, I don't want to follow Christ. I don't want to come in ISUBK because I'm gonna lose this. You're gonna lose it anyway. Whatever you fight not to come follow the Most High in Christ for, you're gonna lose it anyway.
Right.
And it's gonna be worse because you're gonna lose your manhood. You're gonna lose your manhood as well. And then guess what? Now you're on that suicide hotline with King Saul and Judas. Now you're on that damn suicide. You walking that thin line between suicide now, or becoming a goddamn drug addict or alcoholic because you lost it anyway. You feel me? At least you could have lost it and kept your manhood. At least you could have lost the woman and the kids and the job and kept your manhood. But instead, you're going to lose the woman, the kid, and the job, and Christ is going to deny you. So, I mean, damn. You try to save it, you're going to lose it anyway. Like, real talk. And you might lose it physically for real.
Come. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it.
Right, but whosoever shall lose his life, you feel me? That is talking about your old life, the old person that you was, the stuff that you believed. If you lose all that stuff for the truth, because that's what the gospel is. The gospel is the truth. You lose all that for the truth, then you're going to save your life. You're going to become a new person. You're going to become what they call rehabilitated.
Right.
You feel me? You're going to be a whole new, stronger person. A lot of people ain't going to even know who you are. They're going to be like, damn, that's what's not. Damn, nigga. Thought your ass was dead. No, I'm still here. Stronger than ever, too.
Right.
Damn, you got kids, you got a rock, you got ribs, you got multiple. God damn, nigga. What you a part of? Oh, man, I should be counting, man. Damn. That shit. You know how motherfucker they say, like, when you go to jail, motherfucker come out looking young as hell? That's us in the UPK. Yeah. This shit save our life.
Right.
You hear me? This shit keep you like 10 years younger than you actually is. You feel me? A brother asked me the other day, when we was at camp. He told me, nigga, you 32? I'm like, yeah. Like, damn, nigga, I thought y'all had like 25. Like, nah. Like, real talk, this shit keep you young. You feel me? You come serve the Lord, you come serve the Most High in Christ. This shit keep you young.
That's right.
Like, real talk. You're going to save your life coming to serve the Lord. Like, real talk. You go ahead. We're going all the way to 38.
Come. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul?
Right. What do you profit? You gain the whole world, then you lost everything. Fell flat on your face. You gain the whole world just to fall flat, dead on your goddamn face, just like P. Diddy, just like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and everybody else. Just think about whoever. Just think about any celebrity or anybody you can name that gave up his people. You feel me? Helping his people for money. They fell flat on their goddamn face. Like, real talk. What does it profit a man to gain the world if you're going to lose your soul? You lost who you are. The person that you are, you gave it up for money. You feel me? That person that everybody loved at one point, you are no longer that person anymore, and you gave it up for money. You feel me? You gave it up to be rich and famous.
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Right. What can you give for that? What can you give in exchange for your soul? Nothing. Nothing. Your soul is who you are. You feel me? You gave up who you are. That's the most important thing about you. You feel me? The Lord's Spirit is more valuable than money. You gave up the Lord's Spirit. What can you give for that? What can you give to exchange for that, nigga? Nothing. Can't give up nothing. Maybe your life. Maybe that's about it. Your life now. You done gave up your whole, you done gave up who you are for money. Maybe the only thing you can give up to fix that is your life. And that's why most people are suicidal after they do it.
Okay. Whosoever whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Right. So anybody that you ashamed of Christ, you ashamed of saying that you read the Bible and you follow what the Bible say in this adulterous, sinful generation. Look, America is just like Rome all over again. America is an adulterous and sinful place. And you scared to tell people that you're not adulterous and you're not sinful? You scared to tell people that you're righteous? When I thought everybody go to church on Sunday. Thought everybody go to the Muslim mosque and pray 5 times, head touching the floor. Head touching the floor so damn much, you got dirt on your forehead. And you keep it on there to show everybody you was praying 5 times, which is stupid as hell. But you scared to tell everybody that you worship in the Most High. You following Christ. You doing what the Bible say to do. Well, Christ say he gonna deny you. You hear me? You ashamed of him? Damn. You don't want to keep the law? All the Christians out there that say the law was done away with. Christ say he's going to be ashamed of you. He's going to be ashamed of you if you're not keeping the law. If you ain't following what the Most High Christ said to do. He's going to be ashamed of you when your name come up. When it's time to give you a blessing. When it's time to bless you and bless your family and give you all the stuff you prayed for. When it's time for that, he say he's going to be ashamed of you, nigga. And you wonder why none of your prayers is getting answered. You denying Christ every day. Every time you eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Every time you walk in that church. You hear me? Every time you have sex with that man's woman. Every time you have sex with another man is not your husband. Christ is denying you. And that's why you're fucking suicidal. That's why you got to do so many drugs. You got to snort cocaine, smoke weed, be an alcoholic. You got to do all this stuff to stop you from committing suicide. Because the Lord's Spirit is not on you. Like real talk. You could drop that. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha 13 and 22.
Okay. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13 and verse 22. When a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken.
Right. When a rich man fall, he got many helpers. That's a fact. You feel me? A lot of people try to help rich people because they need their help. You feel me? They're gonna need their help eventually. Like real talk. Just like a lot of people when they voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump was saying stuff that should not be spoken. He was speaking things that should not have ever been said. Why did they give him a pass? Because they're going to need his help. They're going to need his help one day.
And yet men justify him.
Right. And yet men justify him. That's what happened to rich people. Rich people say stuff that you should never say. Some of the most racist, outlandish shit. They say, and men just justify it because they know that I'm gonna need your help one day. So I'm gonna help you up.
The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too.
Right. And they had disapproval of him. A poor man slip, you don't get that same credit. Rich person slip, they say he didn't mean to do that. Like with Elon Musk, he did the Hail Hitler salute.
Right.
He said, no, he was saying peace to America. I'm like, what? I say, man, what? I say, man, get out of here, man. But a poor man slip, and they disapproving him right away. Hands down. Straight disapproval.
He spake wisely and could have no place.
Right. Like we say all the wisest stuff. And you know how they write it off as what we saying is crazy? They ain't a hate group. They ain't a cult. They wear all black. They teach the Bible. Like, goddamn, I thought the Bible was good. I thought God bless America. You know, land of the free, home of the brave. And God we trust. What happened to all that? We speaking of the Bible, and we ain't got no place. You feel me? Why? Because we poor. We can't help nobody. We can't help nobody. These politicians fall off. We can't help them. These rich people losing stocks and, you know, the stock market crashing. We can't help the stock market. So what we saying, whether it's wise or not, it can't help them. They have no place.
If I could, sir.
There you go ahead.
But they walk past the camp, see a bunch of black men and all black speaking, and no matter what we saying, they say, stop teaching hate.
Right. Stop teaching hate. Ain't heard nothing we said.
Right.
They say stop teaching hate. That's why I say I think y'all hate the Bible.
Okay.
I'm just keeping it real. I think y'all reading it for fun. Just to present yourself like you holy. But really, you hate the Bible. Because how some black men on the corner reading the Bible and you mad? But if we was on here reading from Satan's book, what, y'all to be happy?
Right.
Like, goddamn. If we was on here reading what Satan wants you to do, then it'll be all good.
When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Right. When a rich man speaks, everybody don't say nothing. Everybody is quiet because he rich. Because we under the illusion that rich people is smart. That's what we think. We think because you got rich, because you know how to rap, that you smart. You know how to act, that means you're smart. Because you know how to rehearse lines and act out a police officer in a movie. You feel me? Or you created Amazon that where people just sell stuff and you get paid for them selling their stuff. So that means you're a fucking genius. That means you should be over infectious diseases and stuff like that. Don't even make sense. But because you're rich, everybody's gonna assume that you're smarter than them.
And look, when he said, they extol it to the clouds.
Right, and that's what happened. Whatever a rich person say, they acting like it's the wisest shit they ever heard. You hear me? It's getting shared all over the damn internet. You hear me? 1,000 comments under the post.
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
Right, what fellow is that? They ain't even listen to what he say. Just because of the fact he poor, they like, who is this? You shouldn't be able to talk because you poor. Because you poor, that means you shouldn't be able to talk. When the poor people got all the damn morals. The rich people ain't got no goddamn morals. How did they got rich? Climb their way to the top, stepping over whoever they can, backstabbing, backdooring whoever they could, snitching on whoever they could to get them out the way.
And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Right. That's what's gonna happen. A poor person stumble, they're gonna cast him out. They're gonna find a way to get rid of him and all this righteousness he keep talking. We don't want to handle that righteousness. We want to hear how the wicked got rich.
Riches are good unto him that hath no sin.
Right. But somebody that have no sin, riches are good unto him.
Right.
You feel me? If you're not a sinner, riches are good unto you. If you didn't get the money by sinful nature. If you got that money lawfully, you got rich lawfully, then riches is good to you.
Counter, if I could, real quick,
There you
like
go
a
ahead.
righteous man that may be rich, he's gonna feed the poor.
Damn
You
right.
know, his money's not gonna be cursed.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right. Or he ain't gonna give it to his damn crackhead son to snort it all up like Joe
Right.
Biden. You feel me? He ain't gonna give it to some boy that's gonna damn smoke it all up and give it all away. You feel me? He gonna do something righteous with his shit.
Right. And poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Poverty. If rich people that got money, they see somebody that's poor and they think that you ungodly. If they see somebody that's poor, they automatically assume you ungodly. That's why you poor. But they think that the rich people is godly. That's why they got rich. When it's really the exact opposite, because you got to understand we living in Satan's kingdom. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So if the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, the rich people got to be the wicked.
Come.
And the poor people got to be the godly ones. Because to get rich in this kingdom, you got to be wicked. And if you poor 9 times out of 10, it's because you godly. You got morals. It's stuff that you just would not do that other people will. Like sell drugs to your mama. You feel me? Hiding drugs in your baby diapers. Backstabbing your friends and selling out your people. It's just certain stuff that just people just got a conscience. Because they allow unto themselves, they just won't do. You feel me? They just won't do it. And then the rich, they evil and wicked as hell, and they will do whatever. They will backstab whoever to get to it, to what a point of now, poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly.
Right.
If they see somebody that's broke or poor, that is evil to them. They looking at you like you a sinner. When the whole time they snorting cocaine, having sex with women they ain't supposed to, that's married. You feel me? Stealing and robbing everybody. Like real talk. But they looking at you like you ungodly because you ain't rich. When all the rich people, all they do is evil. That's all they do all day long. All right, so yeah, you could drop that. And let's go to let's go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 14.
Don't come. The 9 and 14, sir.
Con, yeah, in the Old Testament.
Come. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 14. There was a little city and few men within it. And there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it.
Right. So it's a little city. It's a metaphor about a little city with just a couple men in it. Not too many people. It's not like Chicago or New York. It's a little small city.
Right.
And the king came and he came and started attacking it, and he built walls around it so the people couldn't get out.
Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city.
Right. And there was a poor wise man in the city, and he delivered it. How did he deliver it? With his wisdom, not with money. He had the spirit of the Lord. He didn't have money. He had the spirit of the Lord, and he delivered the city because he had the spirit of the Lord. And that's what happened. If you got the spirit of the Lord, it's going to outweigh money every time. In every situation you in, just having the Lord's spirit, you feel me, is going to overtake any situation you in. Some situations money can't even get you out of anyway.
Yet no man remembered that same poor man.
Right. And that's what's going to happen. Nobody going to remember that poor man, though. You feel me? No man is going to remember that poor man that saved the city. That poor because he was poor. He had all the wisdom. He saved the city, but he was poor. So everybody forgot about him. They were just happy that they were saved, that they made it out.
Then said I, wisdom is better than strength.
Right. It got to be. It got to be better than strength. If this city was being attacked by a king, they besieged it. They had an army, and a poor man saved the city with wisdom.
Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because people will always love the rich. They love the glitz and glamour, the cars, the clothes, the hoes. I suppose I just want to be successful. Drake ass. Hell nah, Drake goof ass said that shit. But no, it's the truth though. Like people always cared about the rich and the stuff you could see, man, and touch. Damn, by no poor. That's why when they see us on the corner, they say go get a job. They just assume we poor.
Right.
They just assume we don't got a job because we on the corner. Like real talk. When we trying to save the poor. That's our whole duty is to try to save the poor. We don't fuck about no rich, but damn about no rich people. We going to where the poor people at. And we trying to save the poor. That's who the Lord is coming for. Them is gonna be the people ruling the planet. The poor people that y'all despising is gonna be the ones ruling the planet. While the rich people gonna be the ones working meaningless jobs trying to survive.
The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools.
Right. The words of wise men are heard more in quiet. And that's the truth. You feel me? Because wisdom persuades. You feel me? Wisdom persuades, rulers intimidate. So a wise man persuading the people, you feel me, is how the city got saved. Because a wise man is telling you the right thing to do. You feel me? He's giving you practical knowledge to how to get out of this situation when a ruler is just trying to intimidate you. You feel me? And out of the wild, people ain't trying to hit at you. You're trying to intimidate them. You're trying to bully them. Out the wild, people going to fight back at that. But if you just dropping words of wisdom, that's going to be heard more in a quiet place because it's going to spread out. Because more people going to keep passing on what you said. That's how the truth got so big. You feel me? Words of wisdom just getting passed to more men, and they passing it and passing it. And everything we teach is from 1969.
Right.
You feel me? Because it just kept getting passed down and it just kept growing. And it was getting heard in a quiet place. What we teach was not getting broadcast on the news. You feel me? This stuff wasn't broadcast on the news. This stuff was told on a corner in Harlem, New York. And somehow in that quiet place, it just spread like wildfire. You feel me? More than the cry of the ruler among fools. Who was the cry of the ruler among fools? The pastors, the deacons. You feel me? They got sermons and stuff all on TV. You feel me? They churches, they sermons and they church congregation is showed on TV. But what we saying is spreading more. You feel me? What we saying is being heard more. So where it's now, it's all on ESPN. You remember they talking about the truth on ESPN? Like, come on, man, get the hell out of here. Like, real talk.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Right. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Because weapons is not, it's no use of weapons if you don't know how to use them. If you don't know when to use them, where to use them, there's no use. Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
But one sinner destroyeth much good.
Right, that's a fact. Because you can have a good thing going on, and one person can come mess all that up. You hear me? You have a good thing going on, like Martin Luther King. Black people had businesses, we had hospitals, we had it going on. And then he came and fucked it all up. He came and messed it all up because he wanted to have sex with white women. He wanted to have sex with white women and he messed it all up.
Right.
And now we still trying to bounce back. We still trying to bounce back from the civil rights movement, from integration. We still trying to bounce back. Real talk. But yeah, that's the end of tonight's class. You feel me? Tune in every Monday, Tuesday. Tune in Wednesday night for the podcast. You feel me? Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb, Yahweh Shema Thumb, Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat.